What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? A father came home, caught his daughter inside of the house with two boys, and went off. I'm with that, but not all the way. I got conditions, fam, and here's why. First of all, the clap is for the father intervening, being involved in his daughter's life and taking charge, laying down the law. But there's an old saying, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And this father, I personally don't think he handled it right. Now, I know some of you saying, well, that's what they need. They need somebody to put hands on them. Not so fast. Here's why. First and foremost, the daughter was already embarrassed when she got busted by her dad. Imagine your dad coming home. This is obviously a father who is a loving father who's involved in his daughter's life. He comes home. He catches her with a towel wrapped around her body and two boys inside of the house. What do y'all think was about to go down? The father stepped in and he, I believe, reacted. He saw what he saw and, he snapped. He was very, very angry. And so he's telling his daughter, what are you doing? These boys inside of the house. You're not supposed to have boys inside the house. And he starts to hit his daughter. Again, fam, she's already embarrassed by her father busting her with two boys inside of the house and with a towel wrapped around her. Here's what I think the father should have done. I think the father should have, first of all, put the boys on notice. Look, what y'all doing inside my house? Look, you're not welcome inside of my house. Don't come back here. If you do, I can't be responsible for your health. And then let them go ahead on about their business. One last reminder as they about to leave out the door. Don't come back now, you hear? Put them on notice. Turn to the daughter and talk to her, educate her about sex and the consequences of sex, especially at an early age. Talk to her about the responsibilities that comes along with sex. Some of the things that could happen: pregnancy, disease, a bad reputation, especially a girl, two boys. Come on now. What type of young lady would you like to be? He needs to explain to her the value in being virtuous, the benefits of being virtuous, the benefit of carrying yourself with some class, with some decency. Because I don't care what a boy tell you now, all you young girls out there, y'all listen up. I don't care what he tells you about that little train he wants to run. He will never, ever, 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 ever respect you if you allow a train to be ran on you. Never will that be respected. Ever, ever, ever. Understand that. The father should have got an understanding. Another thing is this, fam. When you put your hands on your daughter, it gets your daughter used to a man put hands on her. Particularly a man who claims to love her. She gets in a relationship, dude put hands on her. Well, that's forgivable because, well, my daddy put hands on me and I know he loved me. So it's confusing. We don't hurt people we love. We hurt people we should love. Oftentimes we hurt people we should love. I believe the dad swung on the girl because he was thinking about himself more than he was thinking about his daughter. Here's what I mean. Not my daughter. That's disrespectful to me. He being disrespectful. Yes, she was being disrespectful. But let's examine the father-daughter relationship prior to the incident. Was it combative? Was it contentious? Was it disrespectful? Because I am willing to bet $1 to a donut they had problems between the two of them prior to her allowing those boys to come into the house to do whatever they had planned. And I'm willing to bet that the father's violent reaction had more to do with his daughter embarrassing him than herself. Think about what I'm saying. Because when you truly respect your parents, it's certain things you're just not gonna do. Some of you can attest to what I'm saying. Oh, I'm gonna do that, but I ain't gonna do it in my mama's house. I ain't gonna do it in my dad's house. I'm not doing it in my parents' house because I have too much respect for my parents. Now, some people may have too much fear for their parents, and that's why they won't do it. But I think she just didn't respect her father because, let me back up. I think she didn't respect him because perhaps she fears her father. And fear and respect is two different things, fam. A person can actually fear you and not respect you. So I think that perhaps she feared her father because he was very aggressive, which leads me to believe that perhaps he's been aggressive in the past with her, perhaps too aggressive. And she felt like, hey, like he don't really care about me anyway. I don't really think he loved me anyway. So no matter what he does for me, and he got a roof over my head and all that kind of stuff. But, sometimes parents can be domineering. Specifically right now, I'm talking about men. So let me speak on men. Sometimes a man can be domineering. And that is not good when you're raising children. I've heard people say, you should put fear of God in them. Nah, man. Why would you want to put the fear of God? Why would you want to put any kind of fear in your child? I get it that they should be cautious of certain things in life. You got to let them know what's going on, and perhaps there's some type of level of fear there. But going around fearing human beings, I never wanted my children to fear me. Respect me, not fear me. And that is the big difference. This is why a lot of times you'll see girls on Instagram showing everything they got. They had daddies who loved them, but who just didn't know how to really communicate well with them. And thus, the relationship was strained. Or perhaps, the father was really not really a good communicator in the sense that, he really didn't get involved with her life at all. And so now when she's doing what she's doing, she don't consider him. See, my kids, I've taught them right from wrong. Along with their mother, we've given them the game. We've told them what it is. Now they go out and they make the decisions that they're going to make. Now, of course, they're not going to be perfect. They're going to make mistakes. But when they make that mistake, while they're making that mistake, or before they make that mistake, while they're thinking about making that mistake, I need them to think about me and how that is going to affect our relationship. I want them to think about me. Just right before they do, ooh, man, that's why you got to sneak and do it. And I know some of y'all, well, I don't want to sneak and do it right in front of me. Nah, that ain't going to work. That's not going to work. That should be a clear difference in parenting and friendship. Too many parents want to be friends. Too many parents behave like friends. And this is why oftentimes their children talk to them like they're a friend, or even a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Happens a lot. Again, I think this dude, I think the father loves his daughter, but I don't think that he quite understands what putting the hands on a young girl, or any girl, or woman, could do to them, and how it affects their relationships with men going forward. That's my take though, fam. Drop a comment and let me know yours. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?